Recently, the internet has been set ablaze by the viral Siam-Si prophecy number 84. The final line of this ancient text, King Song Yingli Meng Menglong, relaxing into a hazy dream, shockingly contains the names of both the victim and the suspect. Is this a warning from the heavens, or the afterlife's way of unmasking a killer? Well, the truth seems buried deep beneath a thick fog. One person was willing to travel halfway across the globe to Iceland, far beyond the reach of the black umbrella, to fulfill a moving promise for Yu Menglong. Because of that journey, Yu Menglong's dream finally crossed the finish line. Today, let's follow this fan's journey in making that dream a reality, while peeling back the dark veil surrounding the case. If you feel that Yu Menglong shouldn't be forgotten by the world and want to help bring public attention back to his name, please don't hesitate to subscribe. Let's unite our empathy and walk together until the day the injustice against Yu Menglong is finally brought to light. Hey Tracers, Sean here and welcome back. How are you all holding up amidst the global fuel crisis? I hope everyone's doing all right. Anyway, today we're not just talking about conspiracies. We're talking about a promise that crossed oceans. The Yu Menglong case isn't fading away. If anything, more signs are rising to the surface, from spine-chilling metaphysical phenomena to the gut-wrenching actions of a devoted fan. We're going to dive into why the universe seems to start speaking when humanity chooses to stay silent. Because you never know how deep this hole goes. To start things off today, I've got some great news that I really want to share with all of you. A global petition on the Avaz platform demanding justice for Yu Menglong recently surpassed 760,000 signatures. Although the petition is no longer accessible, likely because it has reached its expiration date, even so, this is a massive show of solidarity from netizens worldwide, successfully bridging the gap between the West and the East. They are speaking up for a beautiful soul who is gone. Like a tiny spark that ignites a great fire, this movement is slowly piercing through the darkness before the dawn. Just a few days ago, I saw a video from Kaohsiung, Taiwan. A devoted fan of Yu Menglong was standing on the street, passionately holding up a petition board to gather signatures. It was truly an incredibly exhausting uphill battle. Because of Yu Menglong, we've all been able to unite, both in the digital world and in real life. Even as time passes, your spirit never fades. I want to express my deepest appreciation for all your hard work. Stay kind and keep that fire burning. We also hope that all of you who have been fighting for justice wherever you are never grow weary of keeping watch over this case. Let's keep pushing so that the wheels of karmic justice reach their turning point and the truth is finally revealed. From Taiwan to mainland China, Team Yu continues to move in every way possible to keep Yu Menglong's name viral and etched in the public's memory. You could say that for Yu Menglong's sake, fans from all over the world have pulled out all the stops to make their voices heard. Some are setting aside money to put up ads on giant billboards. Some restaurant owners are giving discounts to anyone who signs the petition. Others are plastering posters along the streets or giving out small souvenirs. Many are making videos to speak out, and some are even taking to the streets to gather signatures one by one. Everyone is coming together for the exact same goal. And of course, that includes you, the Tracers, who keep showing your support in the comments section of this channel. This netizen movement has truly caught those trying to bury the truth off guard. Some of you might be wondering, why do we keep fighting for Yu Menglong? The answer is simple. Because amidst the thick fog deliberately meant to hide the truth, there are always people willing to fight for all of us. Just like this netizen I'm about to tell you about, who goes by the account name LittleU36. She traveled halfway across the globe, all alone, to the very edge of the world. Her journey wasn't for a simple vacation, but driven by a deep resolve to fulfill a beautiful dream in Iceland for a soul who is gone, Yu Menglong, who could never make it there himself. Carrying a photo of him, This netizen stepped onto the shores of Iceland, the one place he had yearned to visit most during his lifetime. The video isn't long, only about 3 minutes, but every single second feels like an absolute tearjerker that could make anyone break down. A silent dawn, withered branches, and empty, quiet streets. You can almost feel a deep sense of loneliness, one that stings right to the bone, instantly overwhelming the soul. The vlogger takes us to the famous Hallgrímskirkja church. She sits in silence inside the church, and with her own hands, she writes a message in the guest book. "Alan, you finally made it to your dream destination." The moment I read those words, I honestly couldn't hold back the tears. There's a poignancy that hits from the bottom of your heart, a feeling so touching it's hard to even put into words. Alan was Yu Menglong's English name. He used to dream of going to Iceland, and now he's finally, truly there. It's just that he arrived this way, carried by a kind-hearted stranger he never even got to meet. In the video, the vlogger walks toward a park bench. But this isn't just any bench. It's a memorial bench, specifically dedicated to Yu Menglong. On top of it, purple and white flowers are neatly arranged, alongside a SpongeBob doll. Purple and white truly capture Yu Menglong's personality, and that doll was his favorite cartoon character. The nameplate on the bench is engraved with a quote adapted from a poem by the English poet Alexander Pope, which translates to, "In memory of Alan Menglong Yu, in a pure and spotless soul, eternal sunshine will forever shine peacefully." Most people know this quote from the classic film, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. It symbolizes eternal happiness and peace, far removed from painful memories or the chaotic troubles of the world. This is the deepest prayer and hope from the fans for Yu Menglong. May his soul always be as pure as white paper in the next world, no longer feeling pain and accompanied only by eternal sunshine. Finally, the video freezes on a portrait of Yu Menglong's handsome face, wearing a slight smile amidst a lush bed of flowers. The background track playing is Dream Continues, a song Yu Menglong wrote for his fans back in 2016. In it, he sings, "You're the one who gave me the strength to open my eyes and see the most beautiful scenery." Now, those lyrics have essentially become a reality. His fans have truly become his eyes to see that breathtaking view. In previous episodes, we've discussed how fans from all corners of the globe have raised funds to donate memorial benches. From the Tuileries Garden in France to the UK, Australia, the Royal Botanic Gardens in Sydney, and now Iceland. Perhaps these netizens hope that every traveler who sits on these benches can keep this beautiful soul company while remembering all the kindness and beauty he shared during his life. As one netizen put it, Yu Menglong's memorial benches will eventually be found all over the world. He deserves the love and support of people from every nation. This noble act by little Yu-36 has touched the hearts of the global Chinese community. She has shown us the most beautiful side of humanity amidst a harsh reality. However, the next part of the story I'm about to tell is heavily laced with a mystery that defies logic. So, what exactly is the story? Lately, social media has been buzzing with talk about a bad omen prophecy. When you think about it, it really does lean into the mystical, especially since several different netizens tried their luck on separate occasions. They were asking questions surrounding the death of Yu Menglong, and by some eerie coincidence, every single one of them drew the exact same prophecy number 84. It is a prophecy that signifies extremely bad fortune. What truly sends shivers down your spine is the actual content of that omen. The last two lines in particular feel incredibly haunting. Take a close look at the text. Unaware of where the path leads, calmly welcome the dream of the hidden dragon, Menglong. For those of you who have been following the developments of the Yu Menglong case, doesn't this feel absolutely shocking? The text of the prophecy explicitly mentions two names. One is the suspect, Chingsong, and the other is the victim, Menglong. A textual coincidence like this, is it pure fate, or some kind of clue from the other side to uncover the truth? No one expected the names Chingsong and Menglong to appear together in a single prophecy this way. What's even wilder is that the prophecy touches on a specific detail tied directly to Yu's case: the state of being intoxicated. Drunk and unaware of where the path leads, this line seems to perfectly mirror the official statements regarding a drunk driving accident. If it happened once, you could call it a coincidence, but occurring twice, that pushes it straight into the realm of the supernatural. This is why netizens are starting to speak out. Is this a sign that the truth is about to break through? That in the end, both good and evil will receive their due? Amidst that tragedy in September 2025, Yu Menglong, this warm young man, lost his life at Building 18, Sunshine Upper East, Beijing, leaving us forever. In just 24 hours, authorities quickly concluded it was a pure accident and immediately ruled out any possibility of foul play. However, netizens weren't so quick to buy it. They even formed teams to conduct their own collective investigation. And in this case, there is one name that keeps resurfacing, one that seems impossible to untangle from the narrative: Ching Song. The prophecy reads, Ching Song gains the advantage, Menglong is but a dream. Amidst the current storm of public opinion, many netizens interpret this line as a sign that Ching Song is one of the parties involved in Yu Menglong's death. While the truth remains tightly sealed under layers of mystery, there's one thing we know for sure: the events surrounding that deadly banquet, which claimed Yu Menglong's life. The name Ching Song was added to the list of those suspected of being involved in the case. Once the Yu Menglong case blew up, everyone started digging for the truth. At that moment, Ching Song moved incredibly fast to clear his name by throwing out an alibi that seemed, on the surface, to be airtight. He immediately shared a screenshot, a conversation between himself and the Black Widow, Tian Heirong. The message was loud and clear. Don't suspect me. I have an alibi for that night, because I was busy eating and catching up with my old friend, Tian Heirong. However, after that screenshot went public, a major plot twist occurred. The other suspect dragged into this case, Tian Heirong, suddenly lashed out. She posted a long, furious rant on Weibo. She essentially slapped Ching Song in the face by stating that he had the audacity to publish their private chat history without any permission. She also emphasized that the chat logs had been heavily edited and manipulated cherry-picked to serve his own interests. Watching these two longtime friends turn on each other has left netizens even more confused. As a result, a wave of doubt and questions began to flood the public sphere. If you're truly clean and have such a perfect alibi, why was anything deleted? Why was it cropped and manipulated? Aren't you two supposed to be close friends? To get into a full-blown fight over a single screenshot, which sensitive nerve did this hit exactly? Could it be that a forbidden secret was accidentally dragged into the light? Or is this just a playing the victim drama you're both performing? Basically, that perfect alibi only became more suspicious in the eyes of netizens because of the direct slap from the Black Widow. In her statement, Tian Heirong also highlighted another crucial point, one that could completely checkmate Cheng's defense. She firmly stated that the screenshot proved absolutely nothing regarding his innocence, and she has even appointed a lawyer to file a lawsuit against Ching Song. Another thing that has netizens feeling suspicious is Ching Song once openly claimed that he didn't even know Yu Menglong. However, he forgot that digital footprints are permanent. Netizens were quick to dig up photographic evidence that served as a direct slap to Cheng's face. Not only that, they also managed to unearth an old secret from 9 years ago. Much like Xiao Liang, an artist under Tianyu Media, who also passed away mysteriously in September, Ching Song's past actions are coming back to haunt him. Back then, Cheng posted 2 words on Weibo: Hao Chi, delicious, before deleting it almost instantly. If it weren't for explanations from professional metaphysical experts who noted that the phrase Hao Chi is linked to sinister dark arts practices, the outside world might never have suspected that these 2 seemingly harmless words could actually be key pieces of evidence. And what's even more of a coincidence is, on the very day of the incident involving Yu Menglong, Ching Song once again posted those same 2 words, Hao Chi, delicious. And just like what happened 9 years ago, the post was scrubbed from his profile moments after it went up. Even though the authorities have ruled this case a pure accident and refused further investigation, the viral nature of that deadly prophecy, combined with Tian Hairong's backlash and that bizarre delicious post, has many convinced there's a secret buried far deeper beneath the surface. There is one more piece of news regarding Chang Qing-song that serves as concrete proof of how the public truly feels about him. Word is that Chang Qing-song originally planned to organize and fund an event called the Qing-song Writing Competition at his alma mater Yunyang High School. As a successful public figure and celebrity, wanting to give back to his old school through social initiatives is usually seen as a noble gesture. Typically, a school would welcome such goodwill with open arms. After all, it helps boost the school's own popularity and influence, right? This should have been great news for everyone involved. In fact, other schools would probably jump at an opportunity like this. But can you guess how Yunyang High School responded? The school's response was incredibly blunt and firm, harsh. Even, we are terminating this writing competition, and moving forward, there will be no further cooperation or relationship of any kind. What's the subtext here? It's as if they're saying, "You're bad luck, don't ever set foot here again because we don't want your misfortune rubbing off on us, and don't bother calling." It's a massive slap in the face. You can only imagine how humiliated he must feel. This is essentially his own alma mater blocking him and cutting all ties with the renowned director. They seem genuinely terrified, trying to distance themselves as much as possible, as if associating with him would only drag their reputation through the mud. For a director of Chang Qing-song's stature, unless his morality was completely bankrupt, it's almost unheard of to be ostracized by his own alma mater. The school clearly did their homework. How could someone embroiled in a mysterious death case and a string of indecency scandals have any right or merit to lead a social cause, let alone organize a competition for students? I feel like this is likely the energy of Yu Menglong beginning to spread everywhere, mobilizing the public to launch a massive boycott against the perpetrator. Now, Yu Menglong has returned to a place of eternal light. However, in this world still shrouded in clouds, we still carry the responsibility to chase the truth and protect every fragile seed of kindness. Let this outpouring of support be the starlight that guides even more people. The story of that memorial bench in Iceland teaches us that love can conquer both distance and time. But on the flip side, the harsh rejection from Chang Qing-song's alma mater and the emergence of that ancient prophecy serve as a reminder. No matter how hard someone tries to bury a secret, the truth has a way of coming to the surface. It feels as though Yu Menglong's energy is working through the hands of good people all over the world. Now, I want to hear from you, tracers. Do you think the appearance of the names King-song and Menglong in prophecy number 84 is just a pure coincidence? Or is it a sign from the other side? Drop your theories in the comments. Let's have a healthy discussion. If you're still watching this, maybe you're looking for the same thing I am.